Alright, you guys, today we are here with a tutorial. Now, I'm happy to turn it this way just a little bit. We are going to be creating locks on hair. We're going to be using Loc Extensions, as you see. She ordered these off of Amazon. They're pretty dope. I'm excited for the process. We're going to go ahead and get started by sectioning the hair off into a brick layer type pattern because we want to do our best to conceal this area. You won't even be able to tell that this is here. You know what I'm saying? Because that is the magic that we're doing today, okay? And we're going to trust the process, all right? And we'll be back once the parts are done. All right, as you can see, we are at the top of the head now. And we have a brick layer pattern. Turn your head this way. So a brick layer just kind of lays everything on top. We have a couple in the front. So now that we're at the top, we're going to go ahead and just go across. And then that way with going across, we're creating all right, and at this moment, I start counting the locks just to make sure that there's going to be enough lock extension. She had only got 2 packs, and the packs come with like 20, so I had to end up making some extra ones just to make sure that there were going to be enough hair. But you'll see at the end that we may do with what we had. There was more than enough, okay? All right, we'll be back once we start with the actual process. I was just counting to see how many we need on the top. And as you can tell, they're falling exactly how they need to. So y'all stay tuned. So the lock typically looks like this. If y'all can see, it looks like that. It's a little bar. But you're going to want to pull the hair apart from the bar to make it look like this, right? So you're going to take the excess hair. You're going to fold it at the top. Like so, like that, in my Tabitha Brown voice. And then you're gonna place it over the lock, right? Just like this. And then you're going to cut, like, basically like put the hair on each side. Now the tool I'm using is this kind of tool. It's a 0.5. If you watch my other video, the link is in the description, but I'll make sure to put it in this one, right? And then once make sure that it's tucked at the top, because you don't want a lot of loose hair at the top. And then you're going to cup it, right? You're going to take your tool, make sure that this part is the hook part is facing you. And these hooks are very smart. Very sharp. So be careful. So we're going to go in, you're going to pull out. And there should be hair coming out on the other side, right? I hope y'all can see this process, because I'm just praying by the grace of God y'all can. So you're going to go. Make sure that as you're going in, you're going to twist as well, right? Take the excess hair, bring it around, right? And then you're going to pull. Continue to pull. Twist as you pull. So you can pull maybe 2, 3, 4 times. Twist. Pull the hair up as you twist too. Then this excess hair, you're going to bring it around this part of the root, right? Bring it around like so. And then you're going to keep, make sure you're always pulling hair out, right? Keep twisting. Alright. Now this right here is the bulb part. You don't want that. So you need to go through and bring the hair out, because you want the dread to be uniform all the way down, right? Take the excess hair, bring it around. And then you're just gonna poke it a little bit. And I'm sorry if I'm hitting your shoulder when I'm trying to. And then boom, there is your lock. Now you're gonna pull it just a little bit to make sure. Now you can't even tell where her hair begins and where the lock in it. She's gonna go back through again, you know, just to make sure that it's locked in properly. Bring the hair around. Do not do it like that. Do it like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you're gonna take your scissors. You're just gonna cut the excess. So boom, as you see, this is your lock. Now that is the back of the head where we've already done the four. It's just pictures of the brick layer. All right, now we're gonna get started on this side of her hair, and this side is a little bit thinner than the back, but we're still gonna give the same care that we've been giving the other sides. But you're gonna see us work. Okay, so like I said, I'm still using this tool, 0.5 millimeter tool. Alright, as you see, it's already in the parts that it needs to be, right? And what you want is for the hair to be in the middle, because that's how your hair gonna grow, you know. So you're gonna take it, twist it, leave some hair out at the bottom, just like that. So you're gonna take the hair, you're gonna bend it at this point, and you're gonna put it over this because you're interlocking the hair, right? Make sure the tool is facing you, and you're gonna start pulling through. And what this tool is doing is interlocking the hair with the actual lock, right? Pull maybe 4, 5, 6 times. Then you're gonna twist, right? Same thing. Twist.
The main border crossing. I will tell you which lane. Only you are going to be in the truck to avoid suspicion. You're going to follow the cars. Once you cross, people want us in that direction to find us now.
I mean, you might have to go back up top if you see that it's looking bulky. Remember, we want it to look as natural as possible. All right, so moving forward, we're seeing the process of how, you know, I'm wrapping the hair around. I'm keep going down, and as you can tell in one spot, the hair is kind of loose. So I'm going to go through with the interlocking tool and pull the hair through to the other side. The technique of the interlocking tool is to basically manipulate the hair to create tension that causes the hair kind of to form together. So basically the lock is marrying one hair to the next, one hair to the next, one hair to the next. That's the best way for me to describe it. And you know, you keep wrapping down, and then pretty much boom, you know, you have your lock. So we're gonna take this. This is 100% human hair. It's black dyed, right? We're gonna open this baby up, and we're gonna pull a little bit of hair. And you need this little bit of hair to wrap around so that it isn't soft right there, because you want the whole lock, the hair for the lock, and fix it. So you're gonna take the hair, and then make sure it's in the middle, and then you're gonna braid. Now, you don't have to braid. All right, so in this process, I'm going to be actually braiding or plaiting the actual hair, the extra hair that I added in. And for me, this method of braiding the hair down just kind of secures it in more. You could twist it around like I did in the previous one, or you can braid it down. You know, it just kind of depends on what you want to do. I prefer braiding on this particular side because the hair was a little thinner towards the root, so braiding it down just kind of did it. And then I took the excess hair and wrapped it around so that and like I said, you're gonna be wrapping it, not, you know, twisting it or whatever. So I wrapped it around, and that way I'm securing not only the braided hair that's on there, but actually twisting it down to over the soft part. And so you just keep wrapping the hair down until you get it all the way wrapped around the lock. And then once it's wrapped around the lock, you know, just go back in with your tool and kind of pull those hairs out. Now, you see, because this is a little bit thinner, we might have to add a little hair, but you don't want it to be too much tension on her actual hair, because as it grows out, you know what I'm saying, the hair, this is going to catch up, but you don't want too much tension at all, because you want to protect the hair. You want it to grow in the right way, and you don't want to add or cause any more damage at all. Alright, so in this process, you're going to watch me kind of do what I've already done. I'm going to, you know, make sure I twist the hair at the root and leave some hair out at the bottom in order to secure the lock to the actual hair. The whole point of adding a hair extension is for it to be an extension of the hair. It should look as though the hair is leading into more hair. You also want to pull on the lock just to make sure that the lock is secured. All right, right here we have like the finished product. This is just a kind of like an all-over view. As you see, the locks are literally laying in a bricklayer pattern and covering up the spots where it may have been thinner at. She just wanted a low ponytail, so that's what I gave her. You know, it's giving very much. She got locks, okay? Now, I left a lot of edges out on some spots because the hair was too thin to kind of put inside of a lock. But as her hair grows out, I'll be able to kind of interlock that extra hair into the lock to make it look more uniform. All right, so this is her 1 month and some days lock journey. I went in, I washed the hair, I deep conditioned the scalp, you know, and then I, you know, did a retwist. Now there were some that were loose in spots where her hair was thinner at, but I was able to interlock those back in without causing any tension. And as you can tell, even the sides are kind of growing in more. So, you know, I'm excited for the journey. Now, this was her first retwist, so of course, you know, you're seeing like the full effect of everything. But she loves it. She was very excited just to be able to wear it down, and that was really the goal, for her to be able to be comfortable with her locks. You know, I did tell her, you know, anybody that gets a retwist knows your first retwist, you definitely be looking thin head. But like I told her, as the hair grows in, you know, over the next couple of weeks, it'll definitely look fuller, and, you know, she won't have to worry about, you know, it being so scalpy. But yeah, so thank you guys for tuning in today to my lock extension tutorial, and I look forward to really sharing more of the journey. And remember, anything is possible if you believe. This was my first time doing this. I didn't know how it was going to turn out, but I had seen a video and I trusted the process. So with anything in life, just make sure that you trust in the process. I definitely pray that God will use my hands in a way that she would be satisfied, and my client definitely was satisfied with her hairstyle. And so that's the biggest thing. And knowing that anything is possible if you believe. So